love good stories. Murder.
Murder. Hello, ma'am, sir.
Sure. Tell me about how stupid I am.
The mom has a secret past.
Hello.
Welcome back to Not Quite Nerds.
Not Quite Cool Kids.
I am Jay.
I'm TJ.
And this is whatever episode this is.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. Welcome.
Season 2. We're back, Jay.
We're back.
We haven't seen each other in a while.
We actually haven't.
Which is weird because
The
usually we see each other every week.
yeah. I just came back from the Philippines.
Yes.
With my whole family. Did a big trip.
4
we were away
weeks.
for like 3 weeks. And it was amazing.
Basically 4 weeks.
It was practically 4 weeks. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know. It felt weird. But
First,
then I also was editing all the time, so I saw Jay every day.
oh,
so-
yeah, you were saying that. First things first, I would like to acknowledge the fact that I am wearing new glasses and it has transition lenses, so it turns gray and I feel like
I think it looks cute. Tell Jay that it looks cute in the comments, okay, guys?
Tell Jay if she looks like a dork, which I already know, or whatever. And also, in this episode, we're trying out
The cameras.
the cameras. If there are no cameras, it means it didn't work. But
This part was cut out anyway.
and we'll probably cut out this part. But just in case it's hard to cut out this part, we're trying out cameras. We'll see. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that serious.
Just because, we're trying things.
We're
Trying
just
new
trying things. Trying to be better. Trying to be, be better. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff that we want that is on the docket today.
On the receipts.
On the receipts, on the agenda. Some are movies, some are music related. Always have D&D in there.
Always.
But yeah, should we talk quickly about a little bit about my Philippines
I
trip?
think we definitely should talk about the Philippines.
Okay, I don't really need to go. I don't feel like I need to go into all the detail about my whole trip, but I just wanted to tell you like these 2 stupid moments that happened to me
Please.
in the Philippines. Okay, first of all, before we left New Zealand, we're at the airport. We got our tickets. It's going great. We're about to go through security, and then the guy who gave us our tickets runs up and he's like, "Ma'am," and I'm like, it was also really odd.
To you?
Yeah, like how he ended up in front of me because. Like, he wasn't behind me, chasing after me. Somehow, he was in front of me. Like, he was like, "Hello, ma'am." And he was like, "Hey, there was just something. I'm so sorry. Like, can you follow me? I just want to, like, there was something about your tickets."
Every time.
This isn't even the story.
Christian Brown.
Maybe racism. He was brown. Anyway, and it was cute because we had a little bit of rapport when he was doing the tickets because as he was talking, he was like, "Are you guys from the Philippines?" Like, he probably saw that we were going to the Philippines. And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Kumusta ka?" Which is like, "How are you?" Oh, no, he said, "Kumusta ka ate?" Which is like, "How are you, older sister?" Which was really cute. And I was like, oh, like, I could tell he wasn't Filipino. Anyway, he said, "Oh, it's because I have a friend." And he was very proud that he was able to say it. And I replied in Filipino. And anyway, so helps us out. So when he finds me and I'm with my family, he was like, "I just need someone to come with me to help me look after the tickets and stuff." And I was like, "I'll go." So I go with him and he's like, "I'm so sorry about this." And
You had butter knives in your bag again.
oh my, did I talk about that in the
Yeah,
last
you did it in this last episode.
Oh, I had something get confiscated again.
We'll get to that later.
Okay. That was not my story, but that's story number 3. So yeah, so we just yarning, and he was like, "What are you doing? Are you visiting?" Da, da. So it was really cute.
So
I
he's like
wasn't.
sorting something out while you're doing
Yeah,
it,
he was
right?
just no. We're still walking back to the thing.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
we were walking back to the desk, and then he's like, "I'm gonna hand you over to this lady. She's like kind of in my mind, like the plane ticket boss. So she's like not even in the lineup. She's like in the corner here.
Okay.
She's got a computer, and everyone's going. The lines are long, but she's here in the corner. I go up to her, and she's like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. I told them like I saw your guys' tickets,
Right.
and I had seen that you are a family and you have a baby, and your seats are everywhere. Like you're not sitting." Sorry, you're not sitting together. And I told them, I think this is what she was saying. She said, "I told them that when you came through, bring you to me so I can help you." But the guy got confused. So the guy that was serving us kind of got confused.
Oh,
and
this is everyone, not just you.
what do you mean?
That's going with this guy, or is it just you that went with
It's
the guy?
just me. I'm representing my family.
Okay.
So he said, like, the guy got confused, and so he didn't think that you were the group that I was talking about. That's
Right.
what I think she was saying.
Right.
So she said, "Anyway, I'm so glad we found you. We're gonna sort something." So anyway, she sorts it, and she's like, "It's fine. This is a baby trip. Like the trip had like 12 babies in it. The plane had 12 babies in it. So she's like, I just want to make sure like all the families are looked after.
Yeah,
so
right.
here. So anyway, in the end, she gives us 7 seats between the 5 adults.
Crazy.
So it was amazing. She was like, "Here, we're gonna block this, and then you guys are gonna sit here, and also I'll
Together.
insert." Yeah, we're all in a row.
Amazing.
We go up to the plane, so we know we've got 7 seats between us. I go back to my parents and tell them, and it's great. This is not the story. We're gonna go back to the moment that I want to talk about. But when we get to the plane, they're like, "Jay, where do you want to sit?" And I was like, "I'll take this one." And I'll show photo up now. Somehow I'm in the row. So there's like in the middle, like row, your boat. Okay. And one of the rows that we're in, the row in front of us doesn't have a chair in front of me. So we're not like the front row. We're like the middle of the block of seats.
Okay.
And so I have like double the quadruple leg room. Like I can't even,
and you don't even need it.
And I didn't need it. And I was sitting on the seat so my seat, like my tray table had to come out from my armrest because I didn't have anything in front of me. So anyway, it was really cute. But
Did you swap with someone that needed it? Like Mitchell?
No, Mitchell wasn't in the flight. So it was my parents. And then my parents wanted to sit together. So
you really just got leg room for no reason.
I got leg room for no reason, and then my brother and his wife and the baby got like 3 seats between them, which was really good because the original thing was the baby would have just sat on the lap. Okay. Anyway, what happened was when I followed the guy, I was like, "Oh my gosh, something's gonna get sorted." And she's talking, and I was like, "Okay, this is what's gonna happen." So I was just preparing myself for the interaction.
Right.
Okay, and I'm like, "Okay, just make sure you're like, be polite and do this and just be open." Not knowing what was going to happen. And as she was sorting everything, so anyway, here's everything sorted. There's going to be enough seats for you. Here you go. And how like, you're going to see this coming from a mile away. But as things are concluding, you know that they're going to finish and you don't know like how to end the conversation.
And to you too.
And she said, "Have a great flight."
Yeah, you too.
But I was already walking away.
Idiot. So you just commit and run.
I just ran away. Anyway, that's what happened. That's all.
I've had that happen
The whole
before.
story is for that.
I've had that happen before, and worse, where I walked past someone and they said, "How are you?" And they said, "Good, how are you?" And I said, "Good, how are you?" And again, walking past this person, it was Nadia. So I was also like, "Oh my God, stupid idiot. Like, don't be annoying to these cool people."
Can I tell you about this other stupid thing that you did?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Tell me about how stupid I am.
You know how one of our bosses said, "Hey."
No, I don't want to tell that one. I don't want to tell that one.
No, we have
I don't want to tell that one. Fine.
Oh, TJ, he was like, "Hey, TJ, do you have a couple? Do you have a couple sec?"
No, he said, "Hey, do you have a sec? I just want to meet and da 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 da." And then I said, "Yeah, sure, I have heaps of secs." And like I'm 18, like I'm like this child. I'm a child, and so I'm like, and he just goes, "Oh."
Did he actually acknowledge it?
Yeah, because he was sitting right near, like he was like, he had already started walking away, but I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." He played it off so cool because I think he knew that I was like, "This is gonna ruin the rest of my life if he makes a deal out of it."
That's so funny. Okay, the other thing that happened is, so in the Philippines, there's like security guards, in every door, right?
Yeah.
And if not security guards, there's just like employees. So you walk into a
But is
restaurant.
it like a security guard as in like a mall cop where they can't really do anything, or is like actually a security
They
guard?
have guns.
Okay.
Yeah. And like some restaurants, they have like employees at the door being like, "Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Welcome." Like, and it's even like a joke that as you walk in, they will just say, "Hello, ma'am, sir." Like, even you just
encompass everybody.
the one person, okay. And also they want to be gender friendly. What is it called?
Gender-friendly.
Queer friendly. No. And so anyway, we walk into this mall, and everyone's going, and it's a flurry because we got dropped off by the van, and we're like, "Okay, everyone out," and making sure I have everything.
Gender friendly instead of gender inclusive is crazy. So
I couldn't think of the words. I just quickly.
It's fine. I just saw you being like, "What is it?" It just caught up with me too. Anyway, keep going.
And you can be inclusive and mean.
Yeah, that's true. Gender friendly, and we include everybody, and we're friendly.
And
about
we're friendly. Like we're jumping out of the van, and my parents are about to go off and to do their own thing.
Yeah.
And we're trying to figure out what's happening, and I'm like, "Okay, do I bring all this
Classic
stuff?"
family
And I got my
tropes.
bag and whatever, and we're walking up to the stairs. So he drops us off right in front of the stairs to the mall. So we go in, and as we're going in, like there's cops and there's whatever they're called, and they you have to open your bag so that they can check the bag.
Yeah.
And they go metal detector, beep beep beep.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. So they're walking in, and I'm like, okay, cool, go everyone, yeah, go ahead and go ahead. And then they're like, we walk through, and I'm like one of the last people to walk through, and I'm like, hi, and like just being friendly, da da da. And then he's like, hello, ma'am, welcome, and I'm like, welcome, as I walk past.
Oh no, this is a running theme through the trip.
I was like,
Welcome.
I have no idea why I said welcome. I was like, I hate myself. And I told Mitchell, and he's like, no, that's too embarrassing. Don't come home. Don't come back to
Stay
New
there,
Zealand.
Stay there. It's I don't know what it is though, because we want to like acknowledge someone.
Yeah, I should have just said thank
No,
you.
but it does work in a lot of situations. For example, how are you? Like,
You
he's like,
were-
how are you? How are you? You know, like
Yeah.
immediately
To echo
repeat-
back. Yeah, exactly.
So, like, it makes sense, but then you do the have a great flight.
And I
Because
said,
most
you
of the time it's like have a good day.
But
you
th-
too. You
but
know, like,
what
that
I
makes
was,
sense.
I didn't say it because I wanted you to arrive at the conclusion at the same time as me. But literally, as I was walking to the ticket counter, I said, don't do that thing where they say you too. So I was thinking you too, like, don't think you too, don't say you too.
Yeah,
don't
but
say
you
it.
thought about it so much that you said it.
I hate myself. Okay, the
I
only,
wonder how often those people get that though. Like people that work in like customer service like that, it must happen all the time.
yeah, have a great meal
Yeah.
to
You too.
the waiter.
That must happen
I'm
all
like, help
the
me
time.
out. Don't say something
Yeah,
that I
don't say
can't.
something that I can respond to. I hate you. Bye.
You too. So those are the things that happened to me in the Philippines.
Crazy.
Everything else was really good.
Do you want to talk about the trip at all?
Nah.
Cool. Okay. Anyway, so I went back to Palmy, which is where my family is from, and we went there for the weekend and we got to see my grandparents, and they're just like the cutest people in the world. And so we went on this walk. My nan like lives right next to like this river, basically like a stream, but it's like it's between a river and a stream.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole thing.
A striver.
A striver.
A
And there's like
striver.
houses on each side, and there's like this walkway that goes through. It's very cute. And we were
Cute.
walking, and like I was thinking about D&D because I always think about D&D. My nan loves fairies. Like
Okay.
loves fairies. Like grew up with, and if anyone has a grandparent like this, they know exactly which ones I'm talking about. I grew up in her house. Number one, having books that were like fairy books.
Mm-hmm.
Such good books, by the way. Like there's this one that's
It's
like
a giant series. There's like 120 books.
same author, but I'd like they're not the same.
Because I have
characters or
I have
whatever.
a friend whose daughter is super into these fairy
Yeah.
books. Yeah. Okay.
They're like old now, and like
yeah,
the
yeah,
lady's
yeah.
died and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
So she has like those books, and like there's like one that I always remember reading as a kid, and it's like this girl comes out of her house and she finds a toadstool thing, and there's fairies there, and then they give her a chocolate and she shrinks, and then they get on the train, and then the train takes them to the beach, and it's just a beach day. Like that's the whole
So cute.
there's the whole book. So I was like thinking about that, and she also has like placemats that have like fairies on them and coasters that have fairies on them, but like I've never known them like other than that, like it's not like a big talking point or whatever. Anyway, my granddad is a builder. And he's like a little wood maker.
Mm-hmm.
And my auntie
Woodworker.
is woodworker. And they have this thing called Men's Shed in Palmerston North, which is basically a shed for men to go and build stuff in. And they have like nails and whatever, and they like make sets for the community, and like they'll
Right,
go up
cute,
to things. So
cute.
it's like legit as well as like fun time.
Cool.
So they get like offers from the council and different things. Anyways, so my granddad, for my auntie, her dance school, she runs a dance school, she is going to America to perform at Disney and like perform on Hollywood Boulevard and like a bunch of different stuff. So they're like,
Amazing.
it's like this whole thing that you like pay for, but you get to also dance at the parks and stuff like in a show. So really cool. But they're fundraising. So he made little fairy houses, insert picture here, as a fundraiser.
Oh
And they're
my
like made out of
gosh.
like old wood, and they have like little roofs, and they're different colors, and they have like a little doorway and a
Kill
little
me.
window, and they're so freaking cute. And like my grandparents have like a little spot at their house that's set up with like two of the houses and then like little figurines of fairies, whatever. So we go on this walk.
Yeah.
And we're walking around, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it would be so fun to do like a no combat cute D&D fairy campaign.
Yeah.
And I was like to my nan, I was like, do you want to play like a fairy game? And she was like, what do you mean? And then I was like, well, like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, it could be fairies and like everything's like da da da. And I was like, I think it would just be so fun and wholesome.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my gosh, I would love that. Oh my gosh, I would love that. We should do it. And I was like, Millie, do you want to join? And she was like, And she was like, and I was like, I was like, well, you can just join if you want to join. Anyways, I was like, I could do one, like
So cute.
DM and my nan, right? So then I started making this world, and I drew out a little map because I was like, it would be easier than like if I find a campaign and read it. Like I just wanted it to be like an hour-long session. It's just cute or whatever. So I had this whole thing planned out, and the whole concept was like the main character, which is the PC, is like going to the library with their friends, and one of their friends is like the mayor's kid. His name's Thistle. And he's got red hair with like thistle clothing, like purple and green. Anyway, so his parent is the like mayor of the city, and it's like the moon day, which is like what keeps I've put way too much effort into this. The moon day fuels the music box, and the music box is what keeps the mushrooms, which helps the like protect them, like they become invisible because of it. And there's like the peripheral is made out of mushrooms. And so anyway, so this all is the idea, but then the music box accidentally closes, and it can only be opened by getting the gems from every sector leader. So there's
Cute.
so then I came up with pickers,
Yeah.
whackers, tinkers or clinkers, keepers, which is zookeepers because they look after the animals, and then a couple other ones I can't remember that.
Cute.
But so the whole idea was that they all have a gem, which for the leaders of their station, and then you place them on the box, and then that's how it opened. So it can't be closed. It can be closed by anyone, but it can be only opened by a group of people, which maybe doesn't make logical sense.
It's fine.
Anyway, so then the whole thing was that they would just have to go find the leaders in the city and grab them from them to bring them back before the festival starts. So that was like the whole concept. It was really, really cute. We didn't end up getting to play just because it was like 4 days, and like, you know, if you're going to do a session, like I would have to have had somewhat of a session 0 so she understood that there was dice.
Yeah.
And like you roll them.
Yeah.
And like I was going to make her character for her because I was like, I think it would be too much to ask her questions, like other than like, what is their name? Like I thought I'd like just do it for her. I was also like, I don't know what class this character should be because it should be really simple.
Yeah.
But so I was like, I probably just need to organize it. So she was like, next time we have to play when you come.
So
but I was
cute.
like, it's also cute because we could have just used like what was ever there. She has like little crystals around the house. So I was like, I didn't need to go like buy anything. I could just use it. And I drew this cute little map, which you could see here.
Oh my gosh.
And like the whole thing was like set around this tree that's like the library, which is the things where I was just like, oh my gosh, it'll be so fun. And on our trip, I like was just thinking about it. Just from like because we're walking through this thing, and I was just like overgrown things. I was like, it'll be so fun. And I also just like the idea of like, if everyone can fly, it's not a thing. You know what I mean? Like if everyone can fly, it doesn't need to be
anything.
It's not really like a mechanic anymore. Like it's not like a advantage because everyone can fly.
Yeah.
But yeah, the plan also was that all of the leaders were in groups. So like there's 3 groups.
Yeah.
Because they were together. There was 6 of them, but there was like 3 stops that you had to go to. And one of them was the guard was acorns that were like brought to life, but it's because we went and found acorns on our trip, and my granddad brought them back because he was like, I'm gonna make some little people out of them. Yeah, so they're really cute, and I love them very much. And yeah, that was pretty much my trip to Palmy. The interesting stuff, I brought Crocs as well.
Oh yes,
so did my sister.
Bougie Crocs.
But yeah, that was the trip, and it was just really, really fun, and I want to do a fairy campaign.
Yes, you need to do that, and then take some photos.
Yes.
And let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I have a fairy house at my house. So the photo that I would have showed is the photo from the one that my nan gave me, and we're gonna put it in our backyard somewhere, but we haven't decided yet. But it's very cute.
I wanted to tell you about the movies, a couple of the movies I watched on the plane.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Because how long's the flight?
11 hours. Mostly I was asleep for it. But I finally watched Wonka on the plane.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Oh, you hated it?
No, it was no. So
did I talk about it on the last episode?
you
I feel
did
like I
not last one, the previous one.
Right.
Watched Wonka. It was fine.
Yeah.
I wish it had more music. I wish it was more. I wish they leaned into the musicalness. Like I was surprised. Maybe it was one of those ones like Mulan, where it's like after the war scene there was no songs anymore. But I don't think it was like that because he still kept singing.
No. Well, I also feel like I need to watch because the same guy that directed this is the same guy that made Paddington.
I haven't watched Paddington.
But so I think it's kind of like the vibe of those films where it's like a musical, but not really.
Yeah, it just felt
half-half?
like it just.
But I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a musical connoisseur, but I was just like, I think that there were scenes where I maybe expected there to be a song, or like I didn't expect there would be a song, and then suddenly there would be a song, and then it felt like it went on for too long. Like I liked it. I liked the magicalness. I really liked the whimsy of like making all this stuff together. He talks about Manila and the vanilla from Manila, but I'm like pretty sure there's no vanilla in Manila. But okay,
That's why it's rare.
okay, great. Okay, cool. True.
no
That's how
vanilla in
it's
Manila.
explained. So I liked the relationships. I liked the whimsy of it. But I was like, I felt like it was slow, and then I was like, I wish there was just more music.
Okay.
So anyway, that was weird.
Which is
so I
weird
didn't hate
because
it.
it's not really your thing.
Yeah, but I was like, just lean into it, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But I think too, there was something about he was like mama and like that I think was not like weird enough for me.
Yeah.
So that's all. Like,
Well, it's like
he was
been
too
weird,
Timmy.
but it's not. It feels really weird for him to be weird.
yeah.
Like it felt like I could feel that he was being weird.
Exactly.
Which is what I agree with the most. Like I think that was my biggest downfall. Is like I think Timmy did a really good job, but when I felt like I could feel him acting was when I felt like it was the weakest.
yeah.
I agree. I think I said this in the last one. I was like, I did not know that the world was magical. And speaking of that movie, on TV when we were in Palmy, they played
The old one.
not the old one, but the Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow.
Jack
What's his
Sparrow
name?
one. Yeah. What's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And I had forgot how weird that movie is, man. It is so freaking
he's like that.
weird. Yes, but like the world is weird. And my
Yeah.
nan was like, I thought I knew the story. I don't know what the story is. She's like, she'd never seen it before. And my granddad liked it, I think. But I was like, it's so weird. But I think the whimsy weird was there. And I think that's what I missed from that one.
Yeah.
And like, I also really like that movie, even though it's so weird. But
Yeah.
I don't think many people do.
Yeah, so I watched that.
Mhm.
I also watched but didn't finish Asteroid
City.
City.
hmm
It was like I was like, okay, I think I missed something. Like I
Wait,
didn't
so how did you watch this? Because there was no seat in front of you.
my TV came out from my armrest. It pops out.
Some spy kid
It
shit.
was. But yeah, it was like I didn't expect the format, so I didn't super pay attention at the very first part. So then I was like, wait, did I miss some stuff?
What do you mean by format? I haven't seen
Because because it's like a narrator says there's this author that wrote this story, and then he zooms into the author, and the author is typing, and then the story that he's typing is the movie that we're watching.
That's the same as Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah, it was something like that.
It's a girl reading a book about a guy that's writing the book
Yeah.
about a guy that he met at the hotel,
Yeah.
and then they're retelling his life.
Yeah. So it's kind of like
4
that.
steps deep.
But then it's like inside the book is multiple characters.
Right.
So then I was like, wait, like,
But you didn't know.
is this a cameo or is this important?
Right.
And so then I fell asleep. And then I was like, I can't be bothered finishing it.
Okay.
Because it was like, like how they're just like here, how everyone does like, oh.
Yeah, it's not really a plain movie because you kind of need something that's going to keep your attention.
Yeah, and there's aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
I knew that, but I haven't seen
and
any.
it didn't help that because of the headphones that I had, the volume was really low, so I couldn't. It just felt low enough that it lulled me to sleep.
But
So anyway, yeah. So I didn't finish that. And then I started watching Songbirds and Snakes, but then then we landed because I was asleep for most
And
of
you've
the
already
time.
seen that.
I have not seen that.
You hadn't seen it?
I had not seen it. So then on the way back, that was the first movie I watched.
Right. Thoughts?
I loved it.
I can't believe you haven't seen it. I thought we talked about it on the podcast.
I told you I only read the wiki.
Yeah, no, but that was before the movie came out.
True, I never watched it.
Yeah,
so
I
watched
that
it on
movie.
the thing. I loved it.
I love my favorite character in the whole thing is Viola Davis.
Yeah,
She's
creepy,
so good in it.
creepy,
And
creepy.
Hunter Schafer, which she plays Tigress, the cousin.
Oh, okay.
Love
cool,
her.
cool.
I feel like the ending was a bit annoying, but because it's
Yeah.
just finish vibes, like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
finishes,
yeah.
and you're like, okay.
Yeah. I as I was watching, I was remembering bits from the wiki. So anyway,
Right.
but it was really I
I
it was
love
great.
that most people like I was remembering things from the book.
No, from the wiki.
Because I never read the book.
It makes me want to read the book, but I don't know if I'll get to it because I'm currently reading a 10-part series,
What?
Wheel of Time.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
I also watched Missing. Have you heard of Missing?
No.
Okay. I just want to quickly talk about it because I was quite impressed. So Missing is one of those movies where it's like everything's from the perspective of the laptop,
Yeah, like a webcam kind of vibe.
webcam vibe.
Yeah.
And then it's like so
found footage
the
kind of feel?
premise, it's almost like that. But you know how like sometimes in found footage movies it's like so who actually found this footage, and like why would you film that, or whatever.
But it doesn't matter because it's a laptop, so anyone could have put this together kind of vibe.
Kind of, but this is where I
Okay.
am impressed by it.
Okay,
So
okay.
the premise is basically this teenage girl's mom goes on holiday with her new boyfriend
Okay.
because the girl's dad passed away from cancer like when she was little.
Right.
And so mom goes on holiday, and then on the day that mom's supposed to come back, she doesn't come back, and she's like, oh my god, missing person. And then the story is the daughter trying to find her mom,
Right.
and it kind of becomes and okay, I don't know what the IMDb thing is, but for me the watch experience was like probably one of the most like gratifying, just the most gratifying watch, because so much of, maybe it's just I'm just dumb, but so much of like the it just felt like there were no loose ends.
Right.
Okay, so like
I don't know what that is. I feel like in recent years, it's so cerebral and like really
Yeah.
mind breaking when you have lots of loose ends at the end of your movie.
yeah.
It's like, okay, but I don't know what's going to happen. And this movie did not make
It
enough
just-
budget to do a second.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, what are we going to do here?
Yeah, it's crazy. And so for me, for example, the only weird thing for me from watching that is like, why is your webcam on all the time?
But that's also like
But that could be part of
corrupted.
it. Could be that.
Could
no,
make
no,
it part
no.
of the
I
world.
mean, what I mean is like it was. Sorry, it wasn't the webcam. It's her FaceTime. So she FaceTimes her friends a lot, and her
Oh.
FaceTime window is open all the time,
Right.
and that's how you get the thing. But okay, here's the stuff I really like, and I'm sorry that I'm gonna go into it because I almost skipped this part, and I know I already talked a lot. I'm sorry, my friend.
Now I care that you're telling that. Now I don't want you.
No. So okay, so it's called Missing. So at the very how do I say this? Like there's this random interaction with her mom at the start where she's like says the digital assistant's name on the phone and thinking that they're gonna send a text, but they're actually already FaceTiming.
Okay.
So it's almost like Cleo, tell TJ, and then you're like, shut up, we're already on FaceTime. It's like kind of like that. So I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, weird.
okay.
And then there's this weird tension with the mom. And the very start of the episode, you're in a laptop because the start of the movie, there's like a home video, and
Right.
then it's like and then there's like someone's clicking trim video, and then save it.
Oh, so like the narrator is the computer kind
It's
of
like
feel?
the computer,
That's
yeah.
cool.
And then like the video gets that file gets dragged into a folder, and it says for TJ, and then like that's the name of the daughter,
Right.
whatever. So then everything. And what I'm gonna say, because I don't want to go too much into it, is like the tech that they use is very believable. Like the daughter goes missing, right? So she messages her friend. It's like, I can't find them. I don't know what to do. The friend goes, oh, there's this website that like has a live feed of every famous location in the country that they're in.
Okay.
So then it's like, it's just basically like CCTV, and it's like, oh, the museum outside the museum, and then here's this. So all these tourist spots have camera things.
Okay.
And she's like, but that's not where they like, I don't need that. I need the hotel thing.
Right.
And then she's like, okay, I need CCTV from the hotel.
Right.
She calls the hotel. They're speaking Spanish. She doesn't understand. So she goes on Google Translate.
So it's literally like a mystery.
It's like
it
a
actually
it's
is
a mystery. And then the other thing too is like when the movie actually starts from the perspective of the girl, she's watching their version of Criminal Minds. So she like, that's kind of where it cuts to, and it's like it cuts to like they find the
That's cool.
lady, and so she turns off the screen, and then she's talking to her friend. Okay.
Right.
So it's already kind of framing everything for you. She's into that stuff. So her and her friend, when they're trying to find the mom, they're like, oh, I saw this app that they used in the episode of Criminal Minds and do this. So then they look it up. Oh, the app exists. So then, for example, one thing, she tries to talk to the people to say, hey, can I watch the CCTV? Have they checked out?
Right.
And then they're like, I can't speak English. So she quickly types everything on Google.
Translate.
And it gets translated, and she just reads it with an American accent. She's like, like this. And so she reads it back, and then the guy gets it, and then she types what the guy's saying, and she's having this conversation, and the guy basically says, oh, they left everything, do you want to pick everything up? And she's like, oh my god, okay, they never left. So then she's like, is there CCTV footage? And he's like, it gets deleted in 48 hours. So then she's like, okay, I can't get there, she doesn't have money, she's calling the police, and then like the PDF that she sent actually was missing a signature, so they never received the thing, which is so typical. And she's like, okay, TaskRabbit, TaskRabbit.
Yeah.
So she goes TaskRabbit to try and find someone
that
can go there. But then TaskRabbit doesn't exist in that country. Yeah. Okay, so she goes TaskRabbit Spain, and then this search result comes up of this thing that they use. So for example, in the Philippines, they don't use Uber, they use Grab. Okay.
Right.
So she gets that person, and then she picks a guy, and then the guy helps her, and then they're talking. And then what else? So she basically, it was just such realistic tech that they're using.
Yeah, cool.
And then like throughout the thing,
like it felt like you could do it if it was you.
Yeah, I would literally be doing that, and that's what was creepy.
It's not like when it's like I'm hacking in the mainframe.
No, it's not. And there's nothing that's like zoom in, enhance.
I watched something the other day, and it was like zoom in, bad quality, picture perfect quality.
Yeah,
and I was like,
super sharp.
And I was like, can't you just zoom in? And then they zoomed in too, like as if someone was there taking a photo on 5K lens, freaking like the best quality you've ever seen. And I was like, this should get worse. That's not how a CCTV camera works when you zoom in more.
Literally.
I was like, what? Where are these stupid people coming from?
Yeah. And
anyways.
probably another unrealistic thing, or maybe you could say it's realistic, is she ended up logging into like her parents, her mom's and the boyfriend's Google accounts, and because she had the password, it let her in straight away.
Right.
But like one of the most frustrating things for me, which I like because it's good for security, is there's 2-factor authentication now, and like for me, if I try to log into my Google, it makes me open something on my other on my phone to like verify whatever.
YouTube says like open, please.
But then if these are and like she finds email.
So her brother, her boyfriend, and her mama in it.
No, her mom's boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like, and how she finds their email addresses. I'm like, I've definitely done a version of that where I'm like, oh yeah, this is your name. Your name is really common, so I'm gonna go LinkedIn. I'm gonna try to find where you used to go and da. Okay. It was crazy. And then
she's a stalker. So
then the big thing is, why are we seeing this? Right?
Yeah.
In the third act of the movie, so she's
spoilers.
So she's on her laptop. Oh, and it gets to the point where it gets flipped. So at first it's like, okay, her mom gets kidnapped. It's crazy. It was all orchestrated by the boyfriend. Da. Then the public perception flips, and it's like, oh, the mom has a secret past, and no one knows, and so she orchestrated her own, like kind of Gone Girl style, and now everyone like kind of like hates her mom and doesn't want to help find her. Okay, and then as all this is happening, she's like really discouraged. She's like kind of turning off the computer and stuff. It starts to zoom out, and it's like, it's on a different laptop, and she's being spied on.
We love good stories.
It was so good. I was like,
and that's the end of the film?
No, and it continues.
See, no loose ends.
No loose ends.
That's where movies most of the time finish.
I was like, oh my God, it's going to finish, and we won't know what happened to her. So then,
which I'm also like kind of slay ending, but also like, thank you for telling me more.
And then you know what happens is because now she's like, okay, I don't have anyone else. Like her mom's best friend, who is a lawyer, gets murdered.
I kind of love that.
Okay. And because she's chatting with and this is where it kind of gets found out, because she's chatting with she basically finds this app that it's kind of like becomes a burner phone, so you're anonymous inside the app. So she pretends to be the boyfriend to be like, hey, what's your new number? And the new number gets accepted and whatever.
At this point, we've gone back into the laptop?
We're not in the laptop. We didn't know that there's someone spying yet. Okay?
Okay.
So she just found this like secret app. So she's like, hey, it's me, the boyfriend. And she doesn't know who she's talking to. She's like, give me your number and da. So she goes, so the number is sent. She's like, why are you talking to me? So she gets the number. And when she puts it into her phone to try and call it, it's the lawyer best friend. And I'm like, and the lawyer best friend, in the first scene she's in,
I'm reacting like I know who these people are, but yes.
She says the mom's boyfriend is hot. So it's like, oh my God, the lawyer best friend got the mom murdered, whatever. So she runs to the lawyer best friend's house, office. She's dead.
Yeah.
Crazy. Then we start to zoom out, and then we see, okay, someone's actually spying on her, and that's how they murdered the lawyer best friend, is because whoever's spying on her realized that they're about to catch them.
Right.
So then they like killed the lawyer best friend. Okay, so someone's watching. Cool. And then anyway, so it's crazy, and she gets super discouraged. She even like at this point has like kicked away her like bestie who's helped her this whole time.
Right.
And I think something's about to happen. Anyway, she gets this phone call from one of the guys one of the people that she tried to contact earlier from the past of the boyfriend. She's trying to figure out the boyfriend. Turns out it's her dad that died. And he was never dead, and that she was kidnapped by her mom.
Oh.
Okay.
So the dad's the guy on the computer?
Then the dad's actually the guy on the computer. Because he starts talking, so
brain.
the dad starts talking to her.
This is before she knows it's the dad.
She knows that it's, before she knows the dad's involved. So she's talking to her dad. She's like, what? Why would she lie to me? Da, da, da. And you're seeing this from her, like, FaceTime. So she walks to the door. Oh, and the other creepy thing is every time someone comes to the door, there's like a ding dong, and then there's like a alert that there's motion at the door.
Okay.
And I was like, it's going to be like motion at the door and
Murder.
Okay. So it didn't quite happen, but it was like motion at the door. It's the dad. Crazy. So then she walks away from her computer. So she's in the distance and she's talking to her dad. Wait, you've been in prison. And that's the prison that the mom's boyfriend has been in, because he's talked about how he went to prison.
Okay.
So she put together that the dad and the boyfriend met in prison, came up with a plan to kidnap the mom. And she looks towards her computer and her phone is sitting. And in the screen, you can just see her phone. So she runs to get the phone. Dad runs after her, kidnaps her, takes her to his cabin. Okay. And now...
Do you know what I mean? Kind of slay, but also wouldn't have worked for that, is ring doorbell, ring camera.
Yeah.
Angle.
Yeah. Actually, it does show you, because then there's another motion. So the motion is her being dragged away from her house.
Oh.
And then it cuts to his laptop, I think, because his laptop has CCTV of the kind of area that he's going into. Or maybe, no, she has it open on her computer. Anyway, it's this whole thing. In the end, so everything is crazy. She can't get signal because she's got a smartwatch. She can't get signal or anything. And she, like, I think her mom gets shot at that point. She manages to stab the dad, so the dad's dead, but she's locked in a room. What do we do? But then she knows that the room that they're in, she saw it earlier. There is a CCTV camera inside the air vent, because the dad is crazy and he's watching everything.
Okay.
And it's got audio, okay?
Crazy.
And she remembers, so there was something. Anyway, remember how her mom says, hey, TJ, call blah, 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 blah. Okay. She remembers that that's something that her mom does all the time. So she does it to the camera, which is picked up by her phone because the computer is over next to the phone, which is
Big brain.
Yeah, and she's like, call 911. And that's how they get home.
Amazing. And
then they become adapted into an episode of Criminal Minds.
In that world.
I
love that.
So it's so good. Sorry,
you have after telling that, I might have told this on the podcast before, but you have to watch Murder at the End of the World. Edge of the World.
Oh yes, I want to.
We love K-pop. Yes. Obviously, we've talked about it many times. And
this is a K-pop friendly household.
K-pop friendly.
K-pop inclusive.
K-pop inclusive podcast. But we talk about actual music and what we like about the music, but we don't really talk about the culture of K-pop. I mean, I guess we kind of did because we talk about fan calls, so shut up. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about Stray Kids has just done they're currently in the middle of doing their Japan fan meets, but I wanted to specifically talk about their Korean fan meet.
Okay.
Which we've shown a little bit to Jay when we were at the Jonas Brothers, because it came out as we were at the Jonas Brothers, so Millie showed her. And we also love, like, the capitalism of K-pop, and how it's like money, but also you get what it's worth. Is that right? Like you get your money's worth when you invest in K-pop, I guess, compared to like Western artists that give you a CD. And maybe a really crappy T-shirt. So a little bit of context. Fan meets are like concerts, but they're centered around their personality more than like a show of like dancing and singing.
Okay.
So most of the time, like, they'll have like parts of the show, and it's like 2 hours long, I say, 2.5. And like you have like singing and dancing parts in it, but most of the time it's like challenges, games.
Right, yeah,
There's
yeah.
an MC that's not in the group that's like
Cool.
MCing sections. And if you're like a big group, you'll have one like currently New Jeans is about to go into theirs, which is called Bunnies Camp, I think, which is like the whole thing. They also have people opening for them that aren't New Jeans, but
Cute.
it's also kind of makes sense because they have like 6 songs. So like, you know, like it's kind of like that's like a normal thing. Stray Kids, they went hard. So every fan meet has a theme.
A theme. Okay.
And this year they did Magic School. That's the name of the fan meet.
Magic School.
And also the theme idea. And then in Japan, because they're currently doing the Japan version, it's called SKZ, which is their abbreviation. SKZ Toy World. So it's like
Okay.
related around like toys. And we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so this is the first photos that we got. Obviously everyone is in their uniforms.
Cute.
And we
Very
have
Hogwarts.
logo 1, which is like this kind of like jagged version of the logo. 4th fan meet, dates, blah, 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 blah. Here is another one of them not in their
Wow.
uniforms,
Wow.
but also uniform related. And then we have this.
The houses.
So the houses, but they're split into 3 groups. So 2 groups of 3, 1 group of 2. And so we've got their initials in each one. So Felix and Ian, that's Han, Lino and Suman. And then we've got Bang Chan, Changbin, and Hyunjin in the first one. So
Cute.
they actually have I think they've
It's
also
on their
got
patches,
their
yeah.
patches somewhere as well. Then quick information, every K-pop has this, but like every K-pop group has this where you have like an animal persona.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with like emojis so you don't have to write their names, which I love because like obviously not everyone speaks Korean, so then you don't need to learn how to spell the name.
Yeah.
Like, well, you do need to learn it at some point, but like at the beginning you can be
Yeah.
like, oh, that's their emoji or whatever. Though this is a pig bunny, so you I think it's just a pig emoji. Yeah, so this is their
So cute.
personas,
And they're in their
and
uniforms.
this is the school crest.
Love it.
Stray Kids, they've got their uniforms as well. And then we talk about the pop-up, which is also a cafe. They also have this version, so there's a trailer which will play up there, but I couldn't download it. So this is like the thing. So this is the run sheet for the fan meet. So we have a bunch of like merch comes out, Magic School promotion, da 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 da. They then announce that they're doing a pop-up and cafe. In the lead up to the thing, there's also like they have their 6th anniversary and Hyunjin's birthday, blah blah blah. This is the from the actual cafe. Wait, I should just play the video, or maybe I didn't put it on here. Here it is. So this is the cafe. So there we've got photos of them on the wall and
Oh
all
my
that sort of
God.
stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But then it's like this is what you get when you walk in.
It's very Harry Potter theme.
Very Harry Potter, fully Harry Potter. They talk about it and the thing. So that's that's their promo video. This is the
love
thing. The
it.
moving photos on the wall. So Harry
Yeah.
Potter. So like still in theme and that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's the wall of all of them. I'm gonna skip through this, otherwise it's gonna take forever. That's all of their skazoos on the table.
So cute.
They also did the fan meet on this table. They also did their anniversary live stream on this table. So
Love
then they
it.
like didn't need to make a set or anything. Yeah, they have like a little bedroom with the mini versions of their skazoos as well. And then they have big blow up versions of their skazoos. Then they have the lockers at the school and like a lunch table thing.
Yeah.
And these are also like those are furry. Yeah. Then they have like a photo booth thing that has it on there. They also have like the different little games and things. But they also have a perfume station and a perfume kit that you can buy. And inside it, they have ID cards of every member. And then it shows you when you mix these different parts of the thing, that's how you get their perfume.
Oh my God.
Like ratio kind of thing. And then this is all the merch put together. Yes. We're going to go through that anyway, so I don't really need to show it. But let's go back up here. So there's
Honestly,
like
the West needs to up its game.
like up your game, girl. Especially, I don't know, we didn't really talk about it, but Taylor Swift, up your game, girl. So they had food that was themed by them, so you
Oh
could
my
get like
God.
the Lino or the Suman. Yeah, that's another one. It's like a little cupcake thing.
Yeah.
That's some of the more of the merch. These backpacks. So these are like the mini versions, and then they have a medium-sized version, and then they have a large version. And these backpacks fit perfectly on them. So
Oh, on the
like,
plushies?
yeah, on the plushies. That's the perfume kit thing,
Wow.
and there's like,
Wow.
so you kind of put that together. Where is it? Look at it!
I want to die.
It's so cute.
That is so cute.
Yeah, there's like that kind of like weird crunchy wall thing. All of these are in there, and when they did their anniversary thing, they all got a Vivid, and they went inside a bunch of stuff, and each one of them signed their things, but some, like Suman on his one said, "Get me out of here." So,
That's cute.
so that was really cute. Yeah, so for the merch, we have a gel pen,
Cute.
we have light stick, which is like the classic, it's not different than the perfume set. We then have like box tape, so the
Yeah,
thick
yeah,
tape,
yeah, yeah.
which you also get what are they called? Cards?
Photo cards?
Photo cards with them.
You know
and-
when something's so obvious you don't even suggest it, and then that's it.
yeah, it's like the thing that is, see, it says photo set right there. But I was thinking photo cards. Anyway, so then they have like these like soft key rings, right? Then they have little masks for your light stick to go over top of it. Like, are you serious? That's like it literally is like a beanie for your like favorite character to
in
go over
case
top.
it gets cold.
In case it gets cold. Then they have scrunchies with their face on them.
Cute.
Then more like ID cards and different things. That's the big version with the
Their
outfits.
capes.
That's the mini versions
Yeah.
with them on. Yeah, then they have like those backpack. They don't have big size backpacks for them, but yeah, they have like the version that has the outfits on, and then they have exclusive like jumpers. They have like a shopping bag thing that's
My
for your like
gosh, my gosh.
mini cross bags. They have those, whatever. Then they have an official cardigan. Are you kidding me? With the Stray Kids logo on it. I'm like, I want that.
That looks
just,
like the school cardigan.
yeah. Anyway, they have these ID cards as well of them like from when they were kids and stuff. Then we're getting into the actual
my
fan
gosh,
meet.
yeah.
So this is the layout of the stage. This is the venue. So the whole
Wow.
idea is that you get there and it's like the doorway into the school. So now you're at the school. Yeah, there's
Wow.
another angle of it. They have this thing that like goes up in the air, that this bottom part. Where is it? Not in here. That bottom part is like the logo, their logo on it. And then this is like specific for the fan meet, magic school versions of their skazoos on the TV inside the light stick.
So how do you
So
can
I think
only,
you can only get
it's
them
the
at
light
the
stick that you
venue,
can
I
only
think.
buy there.
No, that it's not programmed. It gets sent, I think.
Oh, so when you're at the venue
It's
for
kind
the
of like
thing.
Taylor Swift light
Yeah,
band.
but you're telling me that their light stick has a screen?
Yeah. So there's like the first generation that doesn't have one, and
Yeah,
then there's
yeah,
the second
yeah,
one, but
yeah.
that is on everyone. It's not just like exclusive
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
merch.
yeah.
You can buy it at any time, but it has a
Yeah.
TV on it. It's like a pixel TV.
Holy
And then they
mollies.
can like these like little anime and stuff, and they have one for every skazoo.
I hate my
And
life.
then once you get to the concert, the light at the bottom of the stick, it can be programmed by them. And I actually saw a video of the guy pressing like the buttons of the colors and stuff. It's like
That's cute.
I was like, so cute. Then they got on trains because Hogwarts.
Yes, yes.
And they go around and stuff. And then they have life-size versions of their skazoo as well that like came out and danced for different things. And if you know, there was like a bunch of funny stuff that happened with that. That's all of them dressed up in
Oh my
their
gosh,
outfits.
cute.
That's another one of Hubby M, which was a whole thing. One other part that I don't have a video of is they do VCRs, which are like videos that break up each segment of
VTRs.
the VTRs.
Yeah, I think it's called VTR.
I was gonna say Millie keeps saying VCRs, and I'm like, but there's a VCR.
I'm pretty sure it's VTR. I can't remember what it's called, but they have that in the Philippines. Yeah.
So that thing, they have that, and it's like fully Hogwarts related.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
literally say the word
Everything's-
Hogwarts in it. They're like the biggest and it's been there's one spell that's the hardest to do even at the best school of magic, Hogwarts.
Oh.
And it's the funniest thing is that there's this chant kind of thing that's a joke. One of the people in the group's name's Lino, and so it's like we know frick, I can't remember. It's like we know something Lino.
Yeah.
We know I know we know Lino.
Oh, yeah.
And so then he opens the book and he's like, I know we know Lino. I know we know Lino. But like the whole thing is like they get sucked into this like library, and then once they're in the library, they find the book, and they get sucked into the school, which is when they come out on the stage.
Okay, go.
But then there's like a segment where Han and Bang Chan are on brooms, and then there's like a segment where people are like one of the VTRs, they're like doing magic, and the CGI is actually good.
Oh, so good.
So that is magic school. That's kind of like the whole thing. That's the whole blah blah blah. But then we get to go to SKZ Toy World.
Wow.
So they're in a claw machine. That's another photo of them. There's like solos of all of them putting the coin into the coin slot.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And then for the VTRs for Japan, they have like, they're in like this workshop thing, and it's like got all these cranes and whatever, and it's gashapon. And then the members get sucked into a TV and get put in all this thing, and they get put in gashapon balls.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, no.
Pause is obviously they are like they have to make time for rehearsals and sharpening their dance moves and stuff, but then they have to like
do videos. And
do videos.
Photos. I think it's also why the SKZoos help a lot, because then they can kind of palm stuff onto the animated versions for different things, and they don't need to keep doing it. But it gets crazier because the VTR is them in the gashapons. When you look at the stage, which is a big gashapon station with hands, there's another shot.
Oh my god.
Then if you can see here, they'll be playing a video. There is a slide.
Yeah.
So of course the gashapons come out. So obviously in the video you see them like going down the conveyor belt, and then they get rolled out.
Oh my god.
And then that's how they come out onto the stage. And there's obviously like these other different doors and different things. But this like shakes around before things come out. And then like they're on these Lego carts for like
Mitchell,
a game.
can we move to Korea?
Yeah, that's them all sitting on the start of the first song. That was really funny because the slide is definitely too.
It's not it's not full of air.
No. It's full of air. Maybe too much. It's like it's like so steep when they come down. They like come down so fast, so they basically have to run off and then sit back down. So it was a little bit awkward. I don't know if they changed it for the second night because they do 4 shows, but it was so. It's just like concept. I was saying to Millie when we were talking about it, I was like, a lot of the times, whether it's money or just like culturally, it doesn't make sense. People don't really get to exhaust an idea. You know, you don't get to like come up with the cool promo and then also get to go to a place that looks like the school and then also make custom like outfits that like have the brooches and do all of this merch. Like you pick one of those things in the West, I guess, because we don't have enough money to do it. But like over there, they go all out. And like then you get to the show and you get to be involved in it. Even like the games at the for example at Magic School were like they had an LED floor, classic. But like there was like different patterns on the floor that were like a sequence, so it felt like a magic school, like a entrance to a secret doorway kind of feel. Like lots of different magic. Like there was a part of it where they're like everyone had a different power. So like someone would go fire, and then fire would turn up, and then someone would be like wind, and then there'd be like a windstorm would like happen, would like go around, and then someone else could do like sparks or whatever, like that, just pyro really. But like it was just cool because everyone got their thing. Plus it continues to add to the magic of everything coming together, and I'm like, so I want to go to that. You can't really plan for fan meets because they don't happen at the same time. Yeah, but it's like. So many international stays, which is the fans, went to those concerts, and I'm like, I want to go, but yeah, you can't. Well, I can't because I don't have enough money. But yeah, Millie bought some of the merch. She got some minis and some medium-sized SKZoos, because SKZ, was the acronym.
Stray Kids.
SKZ animals.
So
a SKZoo.
Yeah.
But for so long I thought it was just a word with 2 O's on it. I was like, oh, like an acronym with 2 O's, but not realizing the zoo is
part of the animals thing. Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
I
so
freaking
amazing.
love it. Because we talked about this because my sister and your sister bought some albums from while we were in the Philippines. Yeah. And I was just like, some of them I just wanted to buy because I just want to see the artistry and like the creativity.
Like freaking, I was going to talk about. I might have talked about this in the last episode. I don't think I did. The light stick for Boys Next Door is a little house inside of a dome, but then people have been able to take them off and like do whatever they want with it and like make grass inside there and like
Cute.
like have those, you know, those little like animal figurines, like those classic ones,
Yeah.
like those just like inside there. And then even the promo for the announcement of the light stick is like a bunch of cars going around a house, and then the house gets put in like a globe. And then the coolest part is like the button to turn it on and off is a door. I'm just like, again, exhaustion of an idea.
That's so cool.
And it's just like, obviously, if you're stay or like a K-pop fan, this is probably not new. Obviously, like I think this was definitely one of the highest levels. But yeah, it was so good, and the music's good. Like, if you want to know, if you don't know anything about Stray Kids, and this is somehow you're finding them from us, which is crazy, go and look up. It's not even their song. They did a cover of SHINee's song in the album. I've listened to that song at the show. I listen to that song every single day because they freaking kill it. The choreo is good. SHINee is 4 members.
Yeah.
At least at the time of that song, or 5 members. That Stray Kids is an 8-member group. It works. Like there's no like this is weird that no one's getting short lines. It just works.
Yeah.
They are kind of lip syncing, but we forgive because it's good. But yeah. Anyway, I just really wanted to talk about it, especially because it's just like so. When are we going to be involved in K-pop so we can do that?
Frick, anyone who wants to hire us, we're good at this. I promise.
Also, we should just do it. That should be one of our.
Maybe
we should do a challenge
pitch
where we
some
just.
ideas to some Filipino pop groups.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Wait, what's the one that we talk about?
Beanie. Oh no, Alamat.
No, not Alamat. The other one.
SB19.
Yeah, SB19.
I don't know what they're up to. So anyway.
Have you listened to Eternal Sunshine yet? The whole thing?
Most of it, but I got snippets of basically every song because I watched HT Hayes' reaction.
Yeah.
So coming back from
I love HT Hayes.
Coming back from the Philippines, I started watching his stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I watched a few of his. Or maybe before the Philippines, I watched Sabrina Carpenter because I was just looking up. I'm like, okay, I really like her. Let's look up some more stuff. And then coming back, I saw that because I was inspired because I saw a TikTok of this guy covering a section of the Ari We Can't Be Friends song.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, he sounds so good. And why does this song slap?
And
so I started listening to the song and I was like, oh my God, I love the song. Listen to HT Hayes. So I like the album. So I've started listening to the album because of HT Hayes. But I don't think I've focused listening to everything in one go. But I really like it.
I also love his review because he was exactly the same as me, where I like listened through it and I was like, "This is good," and like I like the song, and I like the song. I like it. Supernatural.
I love that one.
It's such a good song, and so I kind of liked it on the first run through. Also, she did on the semi deluxe version. She did a version with Troye Sivan. So I was like, okay, well, like she's willing to put features on it, so like that's like either a good thing or a bad thing to kind of like see that. So I was like, okay, and then I could listen to the album. I was like, it's good, like I like it, but like I wasn't like grabbed by it. And then I got recommended a slowed and reverb version of Supernatural, and I was like, this is the best song ever. And I like for like 2 weeks, it's like all I would sing, all I would listen to, and Millie was like, okay, shut up. Like it's good, but it's not that good. And yeah, I really love that album. Specifically that song is the one I come back to. And also, in my opinion, We Can't Be Friends is I think it slaps. It's my least favorite song on the album. So that's
good. Yeah.
Because like if the song that is good is also the song that is your least favorite, it's probably a good thing.
I don't think I like Yes and. But I do appreciate when what's his name anyway, HT Hayes, when he was listening to it, he's like, his
name's Troy.
I guess it makes sense that like it's in the middle and it kind of breaks everything up and you're like, okay, and then go back into the vibes. Yeah, I don't have thoughts on production. I was just like, you know, there was 1 year, and sorry, I mean, you literally would know this, that there was 1 year in my Spotify thing that she was like my top artist, and it was surprising to me because I'm like, I know I like Ariana, but I wouldn't say like, oh, you're an Ariana fan. I'm like, not really. But then I'm like, yeah, sometimes
you need a bit of Ari.
Yeah. So
I like Yes and, but I also really love that era of music, like Madonna. I love her name's left my mind, so I probably don't love her that much. She used to be on American Idol as one of the judges.
Oh,
and it
Paula
was
Abdul.
Paula Abdul is also one of the references for that song.
Right, right.
And so I love that era of
I think
music.
part of the reason why, and it took me ages to get into it because of all the stuff from last year with E10 and SpongeBob,
yeah.
the whole thing. And I was like, oh, whatever, girl. Like, I can't be bothered with you. Like, you're not a girl's girl and whatever. And obviously, don't have a high opinion of the SpongeBob guy, and I didn't know him before the whole thing. And I'm still like Troy said in his thing. Oh, it was kind of like it was just rumors, but
Yeah, there's like apparently I haven't looked in it because I'm like I just don't want to care. Like
Yeah.
I was like if I start trying to care, then I'm gonna actually get sucked into
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like I don't, and it's all gossip anyway, and like I don't know her from bar soap, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like listen to it. And if I don't like it, if she was a horrible person and murdered someone,
Yeah.
different story.
But then
But,
also someone recently was like, I think sometimes we need to learn how to like separate because when it's all too tight, then whatever. Anyway, so it's a whole thing. But it took me a while to get into it, and Spotify kept suggesting, obviously, and was like, hey, the new songs are out. And I was like,
Yeah.
literally was like, go away. I don't want to listen to it. And saw snippets of Yes and I was like, oh, it's too sassy, especially because the vibe is like, you know, like, yes, we're together. And like, that was kind of how I interpreted it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
That is definitely it.
yeah, and then the other one came out with like the lobotomy kind of whole concept thing, and
Which is We Can't Be Friends.
yeah, and people were already like, no, she's not gonna make me cry about this, and I was like, okay, let me listen, whatever.
But that
and I
was
was like,
about the ex-husband, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but also I really liked how someone, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but someone on TikTok talked about, how their theory is it's a letter to her fans.
Yeah, I did see that too. Yeah.
So I was like, that is such a solid theory to me. Like, it could be multiple layers, right? But it's like, yeah, like whatever happens, it's like, this is what you're going to say. So I mean, I'm not taking it as like her being a victim and being like, whatever, but it's true. It's a very complicated.
I also think the album is like a little bit rare for her in the sense that it's a very short window of time that the music is kind of based around, because
yeah.
like she's talking about how she went into Wicked and wasn't looking at anything, you know, like so she'd kind of like she wasn't looking to do anything like make music. So I think and then it came together really really fast, which is very telling because it usually means that emotionally something's happened and
She
it's
has to
felt
get
like
it
it's
out.
flowing kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it's like it's harder than if you look at like I guess a Taylor Swift kind of concept album, because number one, it's most of the time not about her, and then also like it's a wider range of time that this album has kind of like come together. So then it kind of it like is weirder because we have insight because well, it's obviously about something that's happened right now, and these are the things that's happened around this time. So I think it does like, especially with that theory, like I think I like the idea of like there is separation between us,
Yeah.
and there has to be,
And then also, like, to go back to the levels thing, it's like, if you look at the music video, people are like, this is for Mac. Mac? Yeah, Mac. And so I'm like, it could still be that. Like, it could be that the music video is the love letter to Mac. The song itself, the message is for the fans. And also to the ex-husband.
and also a
and all
love
this
letter
stuff.
to Eternal Sunshine of the
Yeah,
Spotless-
yeah.
Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like layered.
So I really liked it. So that's my music thing, is actually Ariana's new album.
I was funny because I was like, if we had planned it better, I was like, we should have called Sarah, because the last time we listened to the last album, it was us three together in the
true.
car in Wellington.
Oh, true.
So I was like, it's actually been such a long time because that is not our
True.
lives anymore.
Sarah, I love you.
At least Sarah. But yeah, I was just like, I wonder what her thoughts are on it as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like, that's so funny to be in like a different era of life with a different era of music. I am interested to see if there will be a deluxe version. Also, speaking of deluxe,
What?
did you see that Ariana Grande? Did you see that Olivia Rodrigo's
Guts
spills?
spilled.
But then she was also saying Guts Deluxe.
Oh,
I
was
just
she?
think- yeah, she was like, Guts Deluxe is like it's
Cute,
coming
cute,
out.
cute.
And then it was,
Mitchell loves Olivia Rodrigo and loves the song Obsessed.
I haven't listened to the deluxe version,
Yeah, it's
actually.
really cute.
I just really like the idea that it's like spilled, obviously more than the original. And then I also like being like Guts Deluxe, Guts.
And
Guts
also,
Deluxe.
like, Guts spilled is like, it's like I spilled my guts, as in like
Yeah.
like
It's,
I'm giving you more of my feelings.
I'm giving you more of me
Yeah.
with more music, which is
I
what a
love
deluxe is.
it.
Yeah, it's just perfect.
Okay, now we're gonna transition into the part where I give TJ the stuff I bought him from the Philippines.
So official.
Whee! Okay.
The
In here.
stuff? More than one thing?
No, just one.
Okay.
I don't know why I said stuff. First of all, it's this one. I'm gonna tell you the story maybe after or before.
Do you want me to close my eyes?
No, would you like to know after or before?
Before.
Okay, so here's the story.
I tossed a coin in my mind.
I bought this item for TJ and I was like, I'm going to get this. This is already, I planned it. It's going to be great. Already, I was like, I just need to go to the shop and I'm going to buy the thing. I already know I was going to get it for you.
Okay.
And then I found myself in a sort of emergency and I was like, TJ won't want me to use it. Just this one time.
Making decisions for me.
I was like, I'm sure he was like, duh, use it, whatever. So I use it.
Okay.
And I was like, wow.
And you broke it.
What a great thing this is.
So you bought one for yourself.
No, and I was like, he won't mind. I'll just use it, whatever. I'll use it.
Okay.
And then I kept using it for other emergencies.
Okay. Emergencies? What is this?
And
If this is a first aid kit, I'm going to kill
and
you.
I was like, and every time I needed someone to get the item for me, I would say, you know TJ's thing? Grab that one. And everyone, my whole family knew. Anyway, I'm going to show it to you.
I'm kind of glad I asked you beforehand because I'm so confused at what it is. Oh, it's...
Inspect it.
I need to hold this up here. Okay, it's a bag. Okay, I was very much like, it's going to be something that runs out at some point because of the way you were acting. Idiot. Of course you can use it. I love it.
So the way that it works is that
Can I take
this
this
folds over. Yeah.
Wait, so did you put all this stuff back on?
No, because I use it so much that I was like, I just need to buy him his own one.
Oh, so you went and got yourself one.
So I kept the one that it was originally for you.
You got
so,
me one.
So I got you one.
A second.
But I was going to say to you, which is kind of rude, but whatever. If you prefer the color that I originally picked for you, because I didn't want us to have matching same bags. So if you prefer that one, I can wash it.
Well, I don't mind. What's the original color?
I
love it.
It's like a deeper color than this. It's like less. It's like this.
I like white. Well, beige. Off-white. What do you call this? Front pockets.
So I used it to go on an overnight
I thought
trip.
this was a jacket, and I was like, yeah, of course you can use it. It's a jacket. Like,
those pockets are so useful.
I love this for my buttons.
And then, so I used it for an overnight trip. I
love pockets, guys. It has pockets.
It's got pockets inside. Use it for an overnight trip. It was so perfect.
Uniqlo.
It's from Uniqlo. And then I decided I didn't have a bag big enough for traveling back to New Zealand. So I used it to travel back to New Zealand. This pocket on the front, so perfect for putting your passport in. And then I would put like my glasses here on the side. And it was just so it's like a body. You can make it as a crossbody. And people, if it's not full, the design is that it would just hang like that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for my BA.
Final part of the present.
Oh, there's another part?
Yeah. Hi, Audie. Okay.
Guys, I love getting BHs.
Miniso. Welcome.
Guys, what are we getting again?
Welcome to Miniso.
Nudies! Wait, so we're doing an unboxing?
Yes.
Wait, so should you bring the camera over here so we can put the camera down so then we can have a top-down version?
You can just show that camera. Come up, Ruby. Come here.
No, because she's gonna eat my cards like she ate our D&D cards.
Ruby, come here. Come on.
Guys, this is my first album. Not my first card, but my first album. This is not
Come
gonna
on, buddy. Good girl. Sit.
Don't judge me.
Come on, sit. Okay, you can look at that camera. It's still working. It's the New Jeans Powerpuff Girls collab.
Big Schley. So I'm gonna guess this is. Who is who? I don't know who is.
Who is?
I thought it was a book.
Yeah.
It feels like just a little bit weightier than a book.
Zoe. Here, I'm gonna scratch you.
Sorry, this is probably not a good angle for you to hear me.
Sorry, I'm gonna put my mic down because the doggies want cuddles.
We're both putting our mics down. This is actually just for us. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here. Have you opened it?
No.
Oh, it had the wrap on it. You just sealed it yourself? Okay. Oh my gosh, I feel like my sister needs to be here. Should we FaceTime her?
Oh yes, yes.
What's the time?
How do we FaceTime her without?
Without a phone? On my iPad. It's okay. BH
Wait,
over
wait,
here.
hold on,
My
hold on, hold
BH over here.
Ozzy, wait. Okay, ready?
First of all, my bag. Second of all, my
so I got
my
her the bag.
my
And look at
BH.
this.
Okay. Now
And
put,
we're doing.
I think
we're
you have
filming.
to. I think you have to
the
put.
vlog.
Hi to the sisters, everybody. She's
Let's go
stacked.
louder.
She's stacked, girl. She is stacked to the brim with information. Okay, so number one, we have a CD, everybody.
Woohoo! Show the camera.
My I feel like you should hold this for me. So this is the CD, everybody. Okay, everybody, CD. What have we got inside?
CD.
The CD. I wish it had what it was.
Wait, now we have both because I have their first album.
Oh, cute!
That. New Gins. Sticker shits.
Sticker shits.
Sticker shits.
Look at their faces. We should record their face.
So nice. I'm recording it for you.
Okay, Greg.
No, because I want your faces. Okay, I'm gonna put this. Oh, they're different. They're not just the. Oh, they're all different. Oh my gosh, there's multiple. I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here for now.
Oh my gosh, that
Oh, it's like
little
giving
one.
Bratz dolls vibes.
Show them.
It's like giving Bratz dolls.
Show the camera. This big one. Your camera.
All of the cameras.
Okay, okay.
Then we've got a coloring in book. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's not. It's not a coloring in book.
It's the words.
It's just a word book.
Like lyrics?
Lyric sheet. Yeah. Big sleigh, big sleigh, big sleigh, big sleigh, big sleigh. Oh, thick book, thick book. This is in Korean, so I'm not gonna be able to read that.
How to be a perfect what? Oh, it's the pictures.
How to spend a perfect summer.
Cute.
Very cute. It
Just
took,
flick through it. Show them the.
like camping. Sorry, I'm showing myself because this is my present. Sorry,
Well, they.
I'm trying. I'm trying to hold it.
Cute.
So cute.
What is this? Cute.
There's lots in there.
Postcard, classic, 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 classic. Another must-haves for summer. Guys, it's about to be autumn. It's hard. It is hard. Okay, everybody, look.
We've got 3 cameras in front of us.
Okay, I'm not even looking at it anymore. Another book.
Whoa, 3 books.
10 things New Jeans loves about summer.
I just realized you can't hear it.
It's fine. It's fine. Because we have this. Oh, Jody.
So, they released it group photo book and then single photo book.
True. Very cute, very cute, very cute. Okay, we'll look at these properly later. Oh, more postcards. Postcard. Postcard. What am I going to use these for? I don't talk to people
We
through
can send it to
mail.
each other and you can have the Taylor
I
Swift
just
ones.
send it to you. Hi, Jay. Here's another postcard. I put it in your mailbox when I left. Why does it have a hole in it to dangle?
What is it?
It's just, I thought it was like a smelly, but it's not.
Wait, isn't that a member?
Yeah, it is.
Member. That's the member sticker.
Photo cards. Are these photo cards? They're photo cards. Wait.
Show us first. Show us first. It is. I think I know who it is because that was her sticker.
Oh, this is
right?
him.
There's another member sticker.
Nah, there's
Oh, so maybe you got 2, buddy.
no. There's more than 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Show Millie first.
So all of it, all of them.
Okay, this is how you do it.
Wait, no, because this is how they do it. They give heaps of cards.
So I'm gonna pull my bias. My bias is honey. Okay.
No.
You're not supposed to tell me.
Sorry.
Oh, cute.
T?
We love to see her.
Wait, does it say their names on the back?
Yeah, it does.
It says her name on the back. It says her name on the back. It says her name on the back, so there's no point.
How many cards did you count?
Five.
So it's the whole group.
Does that mean that
Yeah, I got shut up. I didn't know that was gonna happen. So hit in.
Danny.
girl?
Oh, I didn't like that photo.
Is it honey?
Lisa, honey.
Cute.
It's so cute.
And the midget.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, so cute. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, get off. We're finishing our podcast.
Bye.
Wow.
That was the Unexpected Sisters feature for ya. Do you
Teaser-
like it?
I love it. I never have an album before.
Okay, so it was a choice between this and the one with a bag. But apparently this is the new album and the bag one is the first one.
Which is good because Melly has the last one.
Okay, that's good.
So
and
now we have both.
and I also saw that the bag one has like their names on the thing.
Guys, this is decent. Like,
That's
hold
decent.
it.
It's
Like,
chunky
it's like
boys.
heavy. It's heavy. That's so cool. I love it. I think the postcards for me as a concept are really cool, but I do always be like, I'm always like, who?
It's just nice prints that you can put.
It'd be cool for like, it would be cool for like if you if you had friends that were also like bunnies, then you could just like send them to them, and then like it actually means something. But I still love it. Ah, yes, it's so cool. Thanks, Jay.
No
Thanks for my
worries.
BH.
So yeah, that's the surprise for TJ, and that is this episode.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, like, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll see you next time, whether it's a reaction or next episode, which will be episode 4. So, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.